Alright, team. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classic Class Non Classics. This is episode 2206 and 2100. Yes, we got a Valiant trade and a DC trade. And it's pure awesomeness at its finest. First up, we have is from Valiant Comics, well, Valiant Entertainment mostly, Archer and Armstrong. This is the first series under the current company to be published by them. It's not a very long-lasting title, surprisingly. It lasted for about 2 years before it got canceled. Yeah, surprisingly, it lasted the same amount of time as the original volume. You're thinking, wait, there was one for this one? Yes, well, by Valiant Comics, and that lasted for 26 issues. Yeah, by far, of all the titles they started with, this actually was the shortest one under that title, and this is also one of the more shorter titles. This book here contains the first 4 issues of the series. This is Archer Armstrong Volume 1, the Michelangelo Code, written by Fred Van Lin. First of a handful of volumes of the series. Quick look it up here because basically I need to make sure my info is correct. I think this was the second. Yeah, this was the second volume for the series, and this lasted for 25 issues. And you're thinking, really? Yeah, 25 issues. The previous volume for the series, I think it lasted for just about the same length. Actually, it was 1 issue longer. I've read it; it's really good. There's also Eternal Warriors, which is a series of ones published by Acclaim. Now, the first issue is technically the debut of course, Archer and Armstrong and Archer's sister, Mary Maria. We also see the first appearance of Ivar Timewalker. Yes, a time traveler. Yep, and he would get his own series. Yep, he would. Very short-lived series, lasted for 12 issues. Don't ask why, I have no idea why. We also see the debut of Gallad, aka the Eternal Warrior. This, I believe, was the first full appearance of, wait for his name anyways. Yeah, basically this book here does have his first full appearance. There's also Mary Maria Archer, who is Archer's sister. Yeah, and she only appears in this book in particular. She appears for first issue 1, and then she returned. Well, they have her credited. Basically, she's here for pretty much this entire run and the succeeding volume, and she's popped up a few times outside this book per se, but mostly Putty just hangs out with her brother in this book. Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing about Archer. He actually has a girlfriend in the comics. Yeah, he does. He's actually dating Faith. Yep. He dates Faith. Yes, he dates a plus size woman. I'm not going to criticize him for doing that, but I'm like, did he feel like doing it? well, he probably felt attracted to her. Oh, by the way, there is basically, aside from, well, there is a very recent book for Archer Armstrong called Archer Armstrong Forever, and the book itself has not published a single issue since September of last year. Has the book included? No. It's just basically because basically now we're in a period of time where, how should I put this? A period of time where apparently Valiant does not care releasing a damn freaking comic book. There is a bunch of religious iconography in here. It's basically, you could think of it as this book is similar in tone to that of the Da Vinci Code, but nothing to do with Jesus. Nothing to do with Jesus. Mostly it's connections to the Renaissance artist Michelangelo and basic connections to the sect. Which, that's one thing I do appreciate with this book. And I purchased this book over another comedy duo book, Quantum Woody. I've read it. I'm not a fan of Quantum Woody at all. Yeah, I've read all the books. Don't care. And I'm still not reviewing Quantum Woody. This book, no problem, because I enjoy Archer Armstrong. And this book is fantastic. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. The artwork is done by Clayton Henry. There's all 5 issues in here. 5? That was 4. It's actually 4 issues. Alright. Next up we have something really awesome because of the fact I reviewed the last episode, the Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. I'm going to review this book, no problem. We have Green Lantern, The Sinestro War. Book 1. Yep. Written by Jeff Johns. Artwork by Dave Gibbons, Ivor Reyes. Dave Gibbons also is the co-writer of this book. We have Ethan Skyber, Eva Reyes, Patrick Lees, and Angel Naguza. And basically, here are your stories in here. You have Green Lantern, Volume 4, 21 to 23. Green Lantern Corps, Volume 2, Issues 14, 15. And this is Corps Special. So first we have basically the prologue by, of course, Jeff Johns, where we have Sinestro basically forming a version of his own ring, and of course, basically forming his own uniform, which he would pretty much wear at the present day. Heck, even after the universe relaunch in 2011, he still has his out. Well, when he became a Yellow Lantern, he had this outfit again. Then he runs into Zoom. Yes, Zoom. Basically, in these early issues, the previous issues, he was recruiting members, Sinestro Corps. The first one he recruited was, of course, of all people, Archillo. And then we cut to Cyborg Superman be put on trial by the Guardians of the Universe. Because he knows their secrets. So, he's put on trial, and then, of course, basically, and then apparently Kyle Rayner is taken captive by the Sinestro Corps. Yes, Kyle Rayner is taken hostage. And then we have the full debut of the Sinestro Corps. Yep, Our Order. And then we have a two-page spread turn inside of basically Sinestro working with Archillo. So yeah, we're going to go to war with them. Yeah, there's also hints of Blackest Night in here, which, here's the thing, the other Guardians who are not Gantha are trying to hide it. They're denying the fact Blackest Night is coming. Yeah, now, here's the thing, Jeff Johns is doing this on purpose. He's not denying the fact Blackest Night is coming, he's building toward that, which came a couple years after this. But in story, he's trying to have the Guardians hide it, the fact that the Blackest Night is coming. I think it's of course, they think this. They think that the prophecy is a bunch of bullcrap, despite the fact it's actually true. And of course, the Lantern Corps killed off here. And then we have a full debut of Parallax, the very thing that possessed Hal Jordan to kill the Lantern Corps in the 90s. Yeah, this is a bit of a retcon. And then we have Ion, who, well, Kyrie was host to, gets stripped from him, and becomes New Parallax. Yep, Kyrie becomes New Parallax. Yeah, then of course you have more new members in the Sinestro Corps, where we have, this will drop your jaw, the Anti-Monitor, Superboy Prime, Cyborg Superman, and a Manhunter. Now here's the thing. This is the first time the Anti-Monitor had been seen since Crisis on Infinite Earths. Alive. The guy had been dead since issue 12. This came out, I think it was like in 2008, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was like 2007. Was dead for 21 years. So his body was seen in Infinite Crisis. But still, what a great reveal. And now we go to war. Yes, and we have reminiscing of what happened during the Reign of Superman storyline, where Cyborg Superman destroyed Coal City. There's also a bit of a subplot here where the city itself has been rebuilt, and Hal Jordan's his brother's family is living in the city. But there's people live in the city, but the population is not gone up because of events of what happened during the 90s. And of course, like, oh, must be forgotten forever because the Guardians are dicks. Yep, and we have fight, fight, fight. Just really good stuff here. Sinestro fighting his own daughter. Yes. And then we have Sinestro Corps look like they have claimed Warworld. Well, I mean, it looks like Warworld. Yep, their plan is basically to claim Warworld and claim it as their own homeworld because they basically killed the Weaponers of Corps. They have lots of fighting here. And then you have, get this, you have Cyborg Superman who talks to the Anti-Monter, who's the guardian of the Yellow Battery. And he says this: once his purpose is complete with the Sinestro Corps, he wants the Anti-Monter to kill him. And Anti-Monter doesn't have no problem with that. Because the Anti-Monter is a killing machine. Of course he basically agrees to that. Yep. More fight, fight, fight. And then we have Lisa Dark. I believe this was her debut in the comics, but damn, even post-Flashpoint, she's hot too. Oh, and also, here's the thing. Also in this Sinestro Corps book, Sinestro slept with her. And I'm like, dude, Sinestro, you may have a daughter, but damn, you nailed you nailed a beautiful woman like Lisa Dark. I mean, the teeth thing is something else, but damn, this one was hot. Yep. More brawling with the Sinestro Corps, between the Green Lantern Corps. And this is just me, or this reminds you of the Technodrome from Teenage Heroes. I don't know if basically this is loosely inspired by it, but for me, it reminds me of that. Lots of big action here. There's lots of fighting, and then we have the whole thing. Yeah, and then basically this half of the storyline ends with the Sinestro Corps arriving on Earth and beginning their conflict on Earth. Yes. And I mean, wow, what a great cliffhanger to end the halfway point of the story with the Sinestro Corps arrives on Earth. This book is awesome. I give this book a 10 out of 10. It is amazing. Alright, so that's it for this. By the way, Guy Gardner's in here too. Jon Stewart doesn't actually do much in here. Mostly just Hal, Guy, Sinestro. Kilowog does a little bit in here. Mostly on the good guy's side, it's just Hal, Kyle, and Guy until Kyle gets brainwashed by Sinestro. And then we have the big players of Sinestro Corps. You have Sinestro himself, Arkillo, Cyborg Superman, the Anti-Monitor, and Superboy Prime. And this is before they decided to basically lock in the source. Well, this is basically about 4 years before that happened. But damn, it's awesome. I love it. Can't wait to get my hands on book 2. Though surprisingly, the next Grandson book is not that book per se. It's basically the aftermath. I probably will find a way to review book 2 soon, but damn, awesome stuff. Okay, so that's the episode of you. Next episode is going to be In the World with my smartphone. And then a comic corner, and then hopefully case closed. And if there's time, there might be, of course, reviewing maybe episode 2 of the One Piece dub. Okay, next video. Bye.